Okay, so let's now try to see the option for creating courses. So I want to create a new course in Clickfunnels. What do you need to start creating a course? It's actually so the title, the description, subject. Okay, and you're gonna try to create this details. Let's start with some basics with the course title, the description, and the topic. Once have the general professional cover image, so it will even create the images. So this will be cool about how we can do that part. So let's go for course title. Yes, how to run a race with. I was gonna put with walking shoes, but like let's do how to create automation workflows. Okay, so you want to create the description, what type of workflows you're teaching business. Okay, let's try to go and say click funnels workflows. Okay, have the descriptions, just the structure. Okay, give me a good 3 modules for it. Okay. Okay, go ahead. Let's see what this will start doing. Again, nothing is running from me on the back end. This is actually running at code level. So it's generating the image for the workspace. And this will be good to take note because we may be able to automate this in a different way later. Okay, so this is going to create course now. Now you're gonna create course module. Just creating all the structure first. Okay. Now it's adding the lesson. Nice lessons. Great image. Great course lesson. Okay, and now it's asking for the create course lesson. Okay, perfect. Let me see if how this is getting created. Ooh, there's a course right here that got created. It's creating the different things. So it's creating the image and the lesson, the image and the lesson. I'm not gonna diving into any of the lessons so I don't mess up the process, just in case, but let me just refresh. Also, second lesson for module 1, okay. Okay, now it's going to module 2. So it created 3 lessons for first module, second, and then third. And the image looked pretty good. Again, I'm not gonna touch it so I don't mess up the process to try to see what is happening. And all this, what Claude is doing locally is that it's actually just executing, and then everything on the back end is happening between the Clickfunnels servers and then the Claude servers. All that we're seeing is just the interaction, so we can get permission to do it. Okay, so this should have now has 2 lessons. I'm gonna put some like dance music or something to go through it, so it's continuing. And there's stuff that you're not seeing what is happening, but when you automate this type of work, and when we do it in a manual way in some other areas, there's a lot of passing back and forth of data. Like you're creating and passing, create an image and give details about how that image should look. And then when you receive that, then you save it, and then you go and create the next step. So it will be interesting to see all the different details. And this is a lot of work that, even though without all the automations, let's say like that you can send this request from, let's say, a server like an N8N server or a Zapier to just give the initial details. But if you have to do this, you manually will have to create all this, and it will be a very long and tedious process. We're almost at the end. A 3-module how to automate workflows in Clickfunnels. Okay, so it's going through the last one. Okay, so in my clock, we've been working on this for probably about like 8 minutes. So in 8 minutes, we created 1, 2, 3, we created 9 lessons, 3 modules, a course, the images. Let's see here, okay. Comprehensive lessons, created the topics, the structure. So literally in 8 minutes, let's try to go and see this lessons that we have in here. Created a thumbnail image for that lesson. The thumbnail is square, so it may not be the perfect size, but there may be some different things that could be passed to create those images. But this is interesting. So it leveraged the theme that is applied right now to the course. So we have the automation, so it's giving different details on this. So I could just come through here and just record or add to it. You understand? So it's going through the details. So again, the prompting is gonna be critical, but it's gonna be interesting if I can pass that data to be able to add this information here, because you see, it's actually leveraging the elements. So it's not just putting an HTML element, it's actually creating the elements. It created a bullet list. Okay, so what I need is make it live. Create each lesson. My whole course is now live, so let's see it. Okay, so it has image. It's a cool image. Then the information will be interesting to see. It will be interesting to see if this is a theme or if this is any change for the full lessons with the different components. Interesting. So let's see something here. Will it tell us? Ooh, yes. This is the secret sauce. So to automate on an MCP server, one of the great things to try to know is how does the data need to go from one place to another? Yeah, this is a little bit technical, but now we have the details of what it needs. So you see, it's giving you the title of the image that you're gonna create. And this is using probably marketing AI. But you see, it's giving you a professional cover design for how to create automation workflows. And we can probably modify this because in here it's not giving me no sizing. So you see it's putting a big image. So we can decide, hey, make this image smaller. Don't make it square, make it thumbnail-like. The create course, we have then the title. And because when we uploaded this image, we got a response, yes. So we got the response of how it goes. So now we know that it gave me the detail of the ID that I'm gonna need for the next step, because you see that it's cover ID. That's why I need the image, then I need to create the lesson for the course, then I can create the module. And the course has a public ID, you see here. And that's what it needs to create the course, the module in that course. And then you create the different modules. You got the response, you're creating this module one. Okay. It's not drip or anything like that. And all that this is doing is actually going through the API and doing all those calls for you in an automated way. This will be really cool. So I need a document so I can save all this, because we can now modify how the AI will send those requests so we can then get them and work with them. So my friends, there you have it. Now you're gonna have a way to automate your course creation. I'm gonna record later on another one with the blogs or anything like that. My friends, we'll see you on our next video.